My name is David Brooks, and I graduated Cooper Union School of Art in the year 2000. In terms of the Rome project, half of it will be more of a research-based situation, and half of it is continuing something I'm calling livable mappings. A livable mapping would have to entail the element of actual flows of life in some way. You're letting the life being lived dictate the material. And let me give you a couple examples of some past projects maybe that had a notion of livable mappings to it. I had a series of animal sculptures that were exoticized, kind of wild animals that one would find maybe in Asia. I had full-scale renditions of these cast in concrete, gave them a faux bronze patina to them, and then put them inside the Florida Keys Wild Bird Center. Over time, the sculptures acquired a kind of patina of guano, or animal droppings. And so one could see that as an indexical trace of life, and so one could see that as a livable mapping. Last year, there was a project I had on Governor's Island where I extracted rock cores. One followed the meanderings of a mosquito flight pattern, which were based on heat maps done by the University of Alabama. So letting that life lived there map the rock core. Of course, when one thinks of Rome, there's the ruins component, but we also have an unfolding topical situation. The main thoroughfare of refugees entering Europe from Northern Africa come through Italy. A lot of these people are not necessarily fleeing war, they're fleeing climate change related drought. And so here we have a situation that is changing the very urban landscape of Rome, and it's drew to a whole system and a phenomenon that my own way of life is complicit in, that of climate change. I specifically, though, didn't want to predetermine or dictate visually what any of it would look like. In general, I try and let the site or the subject matter really dictate the work. It's more about that visceral sense of being able to witness something or have an evidence of something, rather than it being a way of controlling or categorizing or defining. So it's less about that idea of defining and more about us getting close to something.